Aries season, it depends on which chart you follow. Some say Aries season starts today. Some say Aries season starts tomorrow. But for me, it starts tomorrow because tomorrow is when I drop the Hoodoo Healing Astro Herbal workbook. Woo! I'm super excited. Um, it will be every month. I will drop a workbook on how to work through the Astro season for your healing and how to use the plants, what plants to use for that particular season, because there's different plants to use for each particular season. So like, for example, Aries is a energy that needs lots of iron, right? It's an energy that needs lots of iron. And so during Aries season, during spring, it's about refueling our iron so that we can have all of that beautiful energy to work and all of that. So you can align that energy to a plant like nettles, right? Because nettles is full of iron, and nettles gives us full of divine, energy so that we can actually work, right? So that will be dropping. You can either be a Patreon supporter to receive the workbook, or you can just purchase it separately if you don't want to be a monthly Patreon subscriber. And I'm dropping a whole new category of Patreon to support that workbook. And one of the things that I wanted, why I'm sharing this, is because this is what Aries season is about. Aries season is about this, guys. When things are not working, you have to revamp them and do them, right? So my Patreon is a $6 category and an $8 category. All right, so a $6 and an $8 category, plus I was doing podcasts on the healing energy every week. There's no way that I can do all of the astrology work and the healing work that goes with it for $8 a month or $6 a month. So I had to have a separate category for the astrology and the herbs. So if you want all of that, that will be in the $30 category, right? Because it was just doing way too much for some $8 a month. Okay. And so you have something for every person wherever they are. That is what Aries season is about. Taking a look at your life and revamping what it is that you need to revamp. Burn away certain things that you need to burn. Okay, I'm using myself as an example. So for the $6 Patreon category, they get one podcast a week. $8, they get two. And every Friday, I drop a Hoodoo Healing devotional, right? In the $30 category, you get the 2 podcasts a week plus the devotional, right? And then you get the monthly workbook. Aries season tells us that change the things that you need to change in your business, in your life that is not working. Burn it away. Aries is the energy of fire. Burn it away. Burn away the things that in your relationships have not worked in the past. Burn those away. It is the season. It's actually the new year. This is the astrology new year. So happy new year. Happy astrology new year. This is the season of new beginnings, right? This is that blank slate. What in your business, what in your life needs a new page so that you can write something again? This is about aligning to your destiny. If anybody has their hand of Ifa, or if you practice African spirituality, this is a wonderful time to go back and look at, your destiny, your Odus over your life, and what is it that you're supposed to be doing to live your destiny, right? So this is a time where I'm gonna, sit in front of my pots and be like, all right, y'all, it's time to reevaluate and making sure that I'm aligning and living to my destiny. That is what Aries season is about, right? So it's that time that we set our goals and that we accomplish what it is that we set that we are to accomplish, right? And even if you don't have, like, say, your hand to Ifa, or you practice African spirituality or whatever it is, your destiny. You know what it is that God sent you here to do and what you need to complete. Aries season says stay focused and actually complete what you need to complete. This is fire energy. So when you feel restless, this is that energy that says this is the prime season for fire magic or candle oil lamps and things of that nature. But for Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, our fire signs, they have to watch their anger. So this is that energy that also says, where have you been getting angry? Who makes you angry? Who throws you over the top? No one can ruffle my feathers like my oldest child. Nobody. My oldest, no, I swear nobody can get me like my oldest. My oldest knows me. I think my oldest child know me better than I know myself sometimes, because he know exactly what to say to make me like, right? And so, who is that person for you, and who makes you I'm about to Mike Tyson you, right? And it says that you need to find new ways on how to deal with that energy and and those people in your life. Aries energy this month is asking us to deal with our restlessness. Now, this is the beginning of the new year. So in the beginning of the new year, it is saying that everything that we are working on, we continue to work on throughout the whole year. You don't forget the lessons of Aries season. That's a big misconception of pop astrology. They say, oh, okay, this is Aries season is over. No, Aries season is not over. The seasons of the astrological outlook are not over when the sign is over, guys. That's a huge misconception. That's a pop astrology way of looking at it. No, the lessons of Aries season is supposed to carry you all year long. And one of the biggest lessons that I'll be talking about every single week on the podcast is deep listening to our bodies, because Aries is all about the body, yada, 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 right? So Aries is the head, the eyes, the adrenal glands are all ran by the energy of Aries. So that's why when I made the post the other day that when people say, oh, what root or herb that I can use for a certain thing, I said, that is not how it is. It's not about what root or herb that I can use for a certain thing. It is about how the plant or the root is used. It is about how a plant or root is used. So for example, I wouldn't be using too many decoctions in the Aries season, right? Because that's I wouldn't be using that. I would be using more ash. I would be using more fire energy of how I prepare roots and herbs with fire energy, because it's Aries season, right? So we got to get out of these. It's a very colonization pop view of, oh, what's good for this or what's good for that. No, it's what's good for the goose may not be good for the gander, and using something in the way that it's supposed to be used for yourself, right? And so this is an energy of body focus, focusing on your body, focusing on your business, and focusing on your boundaries. If three things that you can take away from Aries season, take away these three B's: body, boundaries, business. Your body, focus on your body, focus on your boundaries, and focus on your business. Focus on your body, focus on your business, and focus on your boundaries, okay? They are super important, because have you ever noticed any Aries in your life, if you overstep their boundaries, oh my goodness, child, just look for the Mack truck to come out, right? If you Aries, when their money is not right, okay? And that's the downside, that when their money isn't right, they can tend to be very jealous and start to look outside of themselves, like if I get rid of this person, or if I make this person look bad, then my business will look good. So one of the downsides of being an unaligned Aries is to watch out for jealousy and letting money rule, the thoughts of money rule you, or thinking that to get rid of another person is going to make you better. That's not the case. So those three B's are very important in Aries season. Your business, focusing on your business. Like I said, I'm making updates to my business. Also focusing on your boundaries, boundaries, right? Boundaries are bay, okay? And focusing on your body. Aries energy, you need to exert that energy. Anytime are upset, they need to walk, they need to exercise, they need to lift weights. And not just fire signs, but this is when we are all in this energy, it says everybody is affected. So you move your body, use your body, okay? This is about combating your fears against money, combating your fears against setting your boundaries. Like, if I set these boundaries, then they're not going to like me anymore. So freaking what if they don't like you anymore? Guess what? Guess what? You'll live, you'll live, you'll live, and so will they, right? You will live. It doesn't matter if they don't like you anymore, because guess what? They're not God. They're not your ancestors. And guess what? They're not your ticket to your internal heaven, which is inside of you. I don't give a good googly moogly, whatever. You don't have to like me. You can make, just think, this Aries energy is like this. Aries energy says, if they don't like you, so damn what? Right? Aries energy says this. Aries energy says, focus on your money, focus on your mind, right? Don't focus on the people that make memes about you and talk about you, because y'all on a different level, right? Y'all on a different level. The people that are talking about you and making memes about you or whatever they're saying about you, they're on a level of pettiness that is never going to make them millions. Okay, so I don't have time for that, because my money, my mind is somewhere else. It's on my elevation, it's on my success, it's on so many other different things. So Aries season says, don't worry about people that say things about you or make posts about you or whatever. Just, child, please. Them folks ain't got nothing. Them folks can't do nothing to you. They can't. So Aries energy is like, face your fears. Don't give in to the bullies. Okay, don't give in to the bullies. Okay, and Aries season says this. Rip up that bucket list. Rip it up. Why do even we have a bucket list? That's so morbid. Like, there is no such thing as a bucket list. Tear it up and go live your life, right? The things you want to do them. Don't be making, before I die, I want to do. Oh my goodness. It's like, tear up the bucket list and go live. Also, tear up all of those old papers. It's spring cleaning. Aries season says, clean your house, clean your mind, clean your body, clean your soul. It also says, get creative with your business. What are some new things that you can do in your business? Get creative with your boundaries. Get creative with your daily routines. If your daily routines need a makeover, if you need a makeover or structure in your life, this is the time to do it. Get a coach, get a counselor, get someone that can help you. Like I tell everybody, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Get somebody that is your cup of tea that can help you do those things, because Aries energy needs structure to build, to be the millions that you need, to build the business, to build the boundaries, to build the body. You need structure. Aries energy also says, don't focus on the foolishness. Self-care is so important in Aries energy, but self-care is not just for Saturdays and Sundays. If you feel that self-care is for Saturdays and Sundays, you have really missed the self-care mark. Self-care is every day. So what is something that you can do every single day? Self-care is not just for the weekends. Okay. So how can you stand up and speak up to yourself, for your self-care? How can you get through conflicts easier? Conflicts with others, conflicts with yourself. This is a prime time to learn how to communicate. So what my focus is during the podcast that will be on Patreon is how to have deep listening to our bodies, how to communicate with our bodies, right? Because we have these falsalities that we tell ourselves. There's such falsalities. And Aries season says, don't lie to yourself and deal with your falsalities. One of the falsalities that I see that especially a lot of women of color tell themselves, Black, Indigenous, oh, well, I'm 40, so therefore I'm supposed to have aches and pains when I wake up in the morning. The devil is a liar. Who told you that them joints is supposed to creak because you're 40? No, what that is that you're not listening to your body. You are not willing to do the work and get to the symptoms and the root cause of your issue. So you believe the marketing techniques and tools of the colonization mindset that they have out here that says when you 40 or you this, your body's supposed to ache and do all of those things. No, that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. Oh, heavy periods are normal. Absolute lie. absolute lie. Oh, cramps that hurt is no, absolute lies. These are lies. And so Aries season says how you're communicating with yourself. Are you communicating with yourself through the marketing techniques, tips and tools and tricks that they use to make you think that because you're 40 years old or whatever, that your body is supposed to do those things? No, right? So speak up for yourself, for your body. Also, Aries season needs play, lots of energy of play, looking at life through the eyes of a child, no judgment. Other folks, if that's what they want to do over there, God bless their whole entire life over there. That's not my business. That is not my problem. I am focused on me. Aries energy is a highly focused on yourself energy. When Aries focus on other people and not focus on themselves, guess what happens? They downward spiral. Their money doesn't look right, right? Because Aries energy needs to focus on their self. In closing, there's the innocence and the beauty about Aries energy that will get us through. If you recognize that you are a beautiful and bright being, and that there is no such thing as competition in this world. There's absolutely no such thing. Okay. There's absolutely no such thing. Okay. There's absolutely no such thing as life is short. That's another thing that people, Aries, tear that up. There's no such thing that life is short. We all have a finite amount of time to be here. We all chose a finite amount of time, but that doesn't make it short. Okay. So Aries season says challenge your belief systems and communicate to yourself better and more effectively. I pray that this has blessed you and filled your life with joy and grace. If you really want to dive deep into your healing for Aries season, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/hoodoo healing. Or if you want, if this has blessed you and you want to come back to it on the YouTube channel, because it won't be here on Facebook. It will be on the YouTube channel. And I pray that you have full of energy. Let's use this Mars energy to the best of our abilities and our brightest. Have a blessed Aries season. And it is from March 21st to April 19th. It depends on the chart you use. When I plug the numbers in my chart, it says March 21st. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I know what my software says. It says March 21st. I know some people say Aries season starts today. For me, it starts tomorrow. So March 21st to April 19th. Let's enjoy and happy, bright, beautiful spring. Live well and live in ultimate joy. And remember, heal that ish. We ain't got no time on earth to be walking around here not aligned, blessed, and highly favored, because we are all favored. So let's start living like it.